Over the next 6 videos, we will go through how each color in Disney Lorcana works. From their strengths and weaknesses, to cards that symbolizes those strengths, and general strategy on how to play those colors. Today's video is about Amber, so let's dive right in. If I were to sum up 2 of Amber's greatest strengths, it will be teamwork and ink efficiency. So let's first talk about teamwork. Amber has a strong healing mechanism. Rapunzel gifted with healing, Snow White lost in the forest, and Amber Koi are just examples of what Amber can do. There is a very strong teamwork mechanism in Amber, with characters working with each other to make everyone stronger. Piglet, Pooh Pirate Captain is a great example of this, with it being able to get 2 extra lore if you have 2 or more other characters in play. Piglet alone doesn't represent a lot of threat, but many people rush to get rid of it the moment it gets summoned because of what it can do when there are 2 other characters on board. Amber has many cards that have the bodyguard ability, which allows you to protect your other characters from being challenged. So you can tell Amber is a color that depends a lot on character abilities and other characters' abilities. Piglet is one example you saw earlier. You also have characters like Christopher Robin, Adventurer, Stitch, Carefree Surfer, who benefit from having more characters in play. So this teamwork, helping each other, 1 + 1 is greater than 2 synergy, is very prevalent in Amber. Another advantage Amber has is its ink efficiency, and having singers is the best example of that. The singer ability allows you to use characters to sing songs that would otherwise cost more ink. For example, turn 1 Cinderella Ballroom Sensation, turn 2 Strength of a Raging Fire, or Let the Storm Rage On is a very efficient combo used in Steel Song decks. Using singers to sing songs means that you number 1, play cards that would otherwise can only be played later, and 2, you don't use ink, so you can use the saved ink to do other things. Amber also provides us ways to save on summoning costs. Many Amber cards allow you to pay less ink to summon other characters, making your turns more efficient. So generally, Amber decks don't use up so much ink because they are usually very ink efficient. You are usually looking for interactions between characters, actions, songs, and items to make sure that you maximize your resources. Now let's cover Amber's weaknesses. The first is low damage output. Amber generally lacks direct removal or high strength characters. Most Amber characters have low strength and high willpower. It's usually hard for Amber characters to challenge other characters. So you won't find many Amber cards that can deal with high-tracked characters without help from other colors. The second, and what I feel is the more glaring weakness, is the reliance on board state. If your opponent is constantly removing your characters, your support and healing tools might be useless in your hand. You can pull off many combos using the character's abilities when they are around, but when they are getting removed turn after turn, you will struggle to string them together. Next up, we will cover what Amber players usually want to do during the game. During the early game, you want to establish the board. Get low-cost characters out early. Think Cinderella, Daisy, Piglet, Lady. You want to start questing as soon as possible and build your board while taking minimal trades. Towards the mid-game is where cards like Rapunzel or Moana come in. Keep your characters healthy and start gaining incremental lore with your low-cost characters. You usually struggle during the late game, but if you have built a very solid early and mid-game, it shouldn't be a problem. Now let's talk about the color combos that Amber has done well with over the past few sets. First up is Amber Steel. This combo is so popular and had so many people playing it that they further separated into 2 main groups. One is Amber Steel with a whole new world as your main draw engine, and the other is using Dock to refresh your hand. Both variations allow you to use the low-cost Amber characters to quest, while using steel cards to remove threats on your opponent's board, something Amber has difficulties with. Amber Steel has always been the top combination since set 1 and looks to continue that trend moving forward. Amber Emerald aggro has been very popular ever since the release of Lady and the Tramp cards. The aggro style of summoning Tramp, Street Smart Dog for as little ink as possible, discarding cards from your hand and then summoning out Chernobog Evildoer is a really powerful combo that cannot be ignored. Now of course, with new cards and new sets coming out, there will be different combinations with Amber. But as of the day this video is filmed, Amber Steel and Amber Emerald have been the most popular and most powerful decks amongst all Amber decks. In conclusion, Amber is suitable for players who like ink efficiency and pulling off character combos. You like the idea of achieving goals using the combined effort of many small characters rather than powering your way through with big characters. Do take the time to look at the Amber cards and decide whether this color is suitable for you. With so many possible combinations, you'll definitely find a few that you like and want to try out. With that, thank you for coming to the end of this video. Sending you lots of love. See you in the next one.